Hello YouTube and welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be showcasing Inadu and Dark Josie, the two powerful dark witches. So let's get into it. First of all, we have Inadu. Inadu is a powerful witch. She's a Lebanon and she has 500 health because she's powerful, and she has 2,800 magic, which is she's the closest to Kin's magic. Okay. Moving on, before we move on to her keybinds, let's see her morph. She looks beautiful. Her hair is pretty detailed. However, her dress, I don't like it that much, but like it's still beautiful. You know what I mean? Now moving on to her keybinds. First of all, the first keybind she has is telekinesis. By clicking on R, you basically use your telekinesis, moving the character to wherever your mouse goes, and as soon as you let go, the character will go down to the floor. The next keybind we have is V, which is eyes. Basically, it turns your eyes into this green slash cyan, I think. Yeah, but that is pretty much is. Like, there's nothing special about it. The next keybind we have is G, which is choke. You basically click on the target and you choke them. If you let go, the choke will stop. It has a pretty powerful choke. I love it, and you guys will love it. The next keybind we have is Crush, Heart Crush. You click on the target and you crush their heart, killing them instantly. And if you want to crush the heart of a Game Pass witch, they have to be under 200 health in order for you to be able to crush their heart. Next keybind we have is G, which is trip. Basically click on G and you make everyone around you trip, dealing them a very small amount of damage. The next keybind we have is which is a self-heal. If I got myself damage, I could wait, let me tell them, do me some damage. Okay, in this case, I have damage, so I click on M and I could self-heal myself, like I could heal myself pretty fast, and it restores my health to the fullest. The next keybind we have is C, which is a basic push. You can basically click on C and you push the target away from you. And next we have is U, which is a witch snap. Basically what it does is that snap witches, vampires, and werewolf. However, it cannot snap Game Pass switches unless they had zero magic. So you click on you, and therefore you'll be able to snap the witch or the werewolf, etc. The next keybind we have is Z, which is dragon. Basically, you drag the character to you, making them like impossible for them to run away. The next keybind we have is projection, which is basically teleportation. You click on Q and you aim your mouse to wherever you want to go, and it will take you over there, basically. And it's fast compared to some characters' teleportation. The next keybind we have is F, which is possession. You basically possess the target with the voice line of "you're gonna give me a safe place to hide." While you possess the target, you can use your spells as well, and as well as position them at the same time. Like at this point, I have Hope's Immortality as well as using my keybinds for a period of time. The next keybind we have is An, which is hallucination. You click on An, you click on the target, and they bow to you. Basically, they bow. So yeah. The next keybind we have is Y, which scream. You scream on the target, pushing them away and leading them. You scream on the target, pushing them away, and they pass out for a period of time, as well as losing some health. The next keybind we have is B, which is the orb form. Basically, Inado will turn into this orb, and she can fly as well as move fast. They also revamped the orb, so now it looks more realistic, and the orb follows to whenever your mouse goes. So left, right, and yeah, if you don't know how to control it, just aim your mouse to whenever you want to go. The next keybind we have is H, which is the pain inflection. Just like any other witch, you hold on to the keybind, and the more you hold down, the more he gets damage until the target stops you either by pushing you or attacking you if he's a vampire. Now moving on to her spells. The first spell The first spell that she has is Ashi Nadigamaseri, which basically turns a target into a werewolf permanently until they are cured by a god, which is Kin. Clicking on the target will resort to this voice line as well as this animation. So now Kitsia is a werewolf permanently. She cannot turn back unless Ken, which is he's a god, help her. And if she turns back, she's a werewolf. She's not a witch. So yeah. The next spell we have is Corporis Scutem Conversa, or whatever, Conservar. I know, I suck at spells, so I'm sorry. First of all, you need to locate your bones and put them down somewhere safe, because people can remove it. And after you put them down somewhere safe, all you have to do is say the spell. And now you are fully immortal. Every time you die, you will spawn back in the circle. No one can enter. And yeah, they can disable the circle if they have 2,500 magic. Moving on to her next spell is Missa Confractus. Basically, this spell breaks the bone of everyone that are near by you. So yeah. The next spell we have is Vismatus Mortem, Sanguis Mortem, which basically kills any original, including Hope Michelson, if she had... Yeah, which basically kills any original. Also, you can kill Hope Michelson as a tribrid if she had less than 200 health. Okay, as for her next or last spell she has is Spiritum Revictus Mortem, which basically brings the character back from the dead. It has this animation and it's pretty cool. Now moving on to Dark Josie spells and abilities. Moving on to Dark Josie. Dark Josie is also a Dark Witch, which has 350 health, 1,500 magic. She has this beautiful art rate as well as this beautiful move and morph. She looks beautiful. I love the vein, the dark magic vein and everything. Perfect. Now moving on to her keybinds. The first keybind that Josie has is... Okay, I'm sorry, the recording cut there, so I'm gonna have to record again. First keybind you have is K, which is mass siphon. Basically, you siphon your the ground to get your magic to the fullest. It's very helpful and very good. Next keybind we have is R, which is a stone. You turn the target into a stone, and it has this voice line where she said, strike 3. The next keybind we have is H, which is any other witch has a basic pain inflection. You click on H, and you pain inflict the target until they stop you or like to stop yourself. The next keybind we have is B, which is a levitation. Basically, you turn your eyes black and then they come back, and then you can levitate and move faster than a normal. Next keybind, which is a fighting keybind, mass fire. You put everyone around you on fire. They start taking damage until they get away from the fire and use Regillo, or they die. The next keybind we have is T, which is asleep. Basically, you turn the target, you put the target into a deep sleep, and after like some kind of seconds, they come back and they wake up. The next keybind we have is M, which is a self-heal. If you are taking damage and you are about to die, all you gotta do is click on M, and this animation will happen as well as you will restore all your health. Next keybind we have is a basic C, which is just a push. You click on C and you push the target away from you. It's either to have time to escape or just push him away. Next keybind we have is N, which is teleportation. Basically, you click on N and you teleport to wherever your mouse was aimed at. Moving on to the next keybind we have is U, which is Osox. Basically click on the target and you will do Osox on them, snapper the neck and putting them, like killing them basically. If the target is a free witch, you can also snap her neck. If it's a game pass witch, you cannot snap her neck unless she has 0 magic. Last keybind we have is Z, which is a siphon. Basically all you do is that you siphon your target, taking away their magic as well as their health. If they don't do anything about it, eventually they will die. Those are her keybinds. Now we're moving on to her spells. The first spell that Josie has is Autumn. Basically an earthquake, which happens like this. It deals them an amount of damage as well as put them on the floor and like they pass out for a period of time. Also, it has no animation yet, but I hope they fix that soon. Next spell we have is Ascendo. Basically is like telekinesis but with a spell. You just put the target on the air, moving them and controlling them as much as you like or as much as you want. Next spell we have is Fiante Fulguris, which makes about 6 lightnings striking everyone in the area, and as well as pushing them away and dealing them a good amount of damage. Moving on to her Japanese spell, Haraite Maikyo Yukara Hashitamai. Her Japanese spell, which got revamped with the animation and the effects. This is how it happens. And it deals a lot more damage, and it's very helpful if you want my opinion. Moving on to her next spell that Josie has, as well as Josie, it says I said hey, which is just like this pain reflection, like mass pain reflection, and this is how it happens. I said hey. Moving on to her last spell, which is Locutio Maxima, and we all know this spell is just it pushes the target away, dealing them a good amount of damage. Also, now that Josie can siphon Hope Michelson's Locutio, and yeah. Also, that Josie has a side, she's a siphoner, so she can be turned into a heretic, so this will happen when you're turned.
Fine, you're a genius. What on earth made you think I wouldn't do the same to you?
Now I am in transition to turn into a heretic, so that Josie will be able to turn into a heretic and she will have those stats that we will get into shortly. You must see it before the timer runs out or you will die. Basically, you go to any witch and you feed on her, which makes you a heretic. Like Josie Heretic will keep the same stats, the same health, and the same magic, but she will have 600 energy and 500 thirst, as well as a new keybind such as G, which is the head dive. Also K, which is a choke. As well as the eyes for a vampire, but Heretic Dark Josie has a different eyes. She has black eyes, as well as the vampire face, which looks very amazing. Also, she will be able to heal, sense, and punch, and neck snap, and feed, just like any other heretic slash witch. I think she will have more of a protection from heart rate, but we will test that out later on. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, join my Discord server, Share the video with your friends and tell them to subscribe because why not? You will have such a fun time with us. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.